Memphis is the home of the blues, rock and roll, and Earle Farrell.
From the Collierville Square to the mighty Mississippi, the Earle Farrell for Memphis show is all about good things that happen across the Bluff City and the people who make Memphis cool.
The Earle Farrell for Memphis show is made possible by our title sponsor, Southern Security Federal Credit Union, and by Kathy Thurman Edwards, State Farm Insurance.
Plus, Diane Kimbrough, Lady Di, your insurance PI. Also by Dive Shop and Dive Ventures nationwide. Jim Keras Chevrolet with George Gully. Napa Cafe Memphis and Glenda Hastings. Phoenix Unequaled Home Entertainment. For Memphis Magazine. The Live at the Garden Concert Series. And the Orpheum Theater Group Memphis. And by Mitch Wright Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Family owned and operated for more than 40 years. Thank you to all the sponsors for making this possible.
And now, coming to you from Lansky Brothers, Clothier to the King, inside the world-famous Peabody Hotel, with the heart of a cowboy and Memphis in his soul. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your host, Earle Farrell.
And thank you very much, and welcome to the Lanskys. A nice day, a summer day here in Memphis, leading up to Elvis Week, which is next week. And how do you lead up to Elvis Week? You go to Greenwich, Connecticut, and hook up with Allen Grossman. Good afternoon, Allen.
Good afternoon. Let me just correct you a little bit. It's Greenwich Village in New York City.
Ah, so you got to put the whole thing together, right?
You got to put the whole thing together.
I'm great. You New Yorkers are so picky.
We are.
but that's a good thing. In fact, if it hadn't have been for your attention to detail, you never would have been able to come up with the map of Elvis Week. In fact, these attractions are here year-round. But how did you come up with the idea? Somebody from New York comes up. It's like New York City, but you came up with the best comprehensive go-to map that has everything to do with Elvis.
Well, thank you for that, and I'll tell you quickly how it all came about. Started back when I saw Elvis on the Ed Sullivan Show in '56. And that changed everything for me as a kid. And from that point forward, I was an Elvis fan. And a year later, I saw a babysitter who came over to take care of my sister and myself, sneak her boyfriend in, and they danced to Elvis. And I saw romance and something that Elvis generated that I didn't understand, but I learned when I got older.
It became clear to you.
It became clear to me. And at my wedding in 1991, a week before we got married, I was walking along a street and passed an antique store, and in the window was a cutout of Elvis, 1968, in his leather outfit. I looked at it, I walked back, I came back, I bought it. I brought it to our wedding, and we have wedding pictures from '91 of everybody posing with Elvis. But flash forward in 2010, I came to Memphis on a weekend with my wife to go to Graceland. It was the first time I'd ever been there. It was fabulous. I loved it. My wife, we returned to New York, and she decided, she was kind of piqued about Elvis, and she read the two Peter Guralnick books, Last Train to Memphis and Careless Love. And she said, we have to go back to Memphis. I want to see some of these places that Peter Guralnick wrote about. We went back. We couldn't find them. We were driving around a number of them because the buildings were no longer there. We didn't know anybody. I met Hal Lansky here at Lansky's, and told him that we were thinking, because my wife, as we were driving around at some point, said, we should do a map just for ourselves, but we should do a map using Peter Guralnick kind of as a pointer. We talked to Hal. He directed us to Jimmy Ogle. From Jimmy Ogle, we met Mike Freeman and Sue Freeman, a number of real Elvis experts. And we spent the next 2 years solidly. We flew down to Memphis about 20 times.
Wow.
To look for buildings and to look and talk to people, talk to Elvis people. And after all that time, we decided we needed to really push this. We found an illustrator who proceeded to illustrate. And then we found Michael Kelly, who was a art director and a graphic designer, and he helped us put it together. And it's been something we're so proud of, and we think it's so exciting for Elvis fans. You know, I come to Elvis Week twice a year. I'm in town, and it's still exciting to be in Memphis. It's still exciting to walk the streets of Elvis, where Elvis lived, where Elvis ate, where Elvis bought things. And we think that's something that the map offers to people, just a real sense of what life was like for Elvis, and you can still experience that.
Well, and there's so much that's available in it, and it's laid out so well. It's very well done, and I think here I'm trying to get to the right camera. That's the backside. There you go.
Yeah, and it shows the broad geography of Memphis. That's what you're looking at right now, and along the edges are postcards that are buildings that Elvis frequented that no longer exist.
Outstanding.
And one of the hardest things was to find photos or images that our illustrator, Maria Rebenke, could use. And so it was really exciting because we found places that there was a lot of confusion, and there still may be confusion about where things were.
Well, like Rushwood Park, which is the old bar park that burned down, Baptist Hospital, where Elvis was taken after he passed away. I mean, all these places, the Sun Studios is still here, but it looks a lot like the Taylor's Restaurant, which I guess was in that building after Sun or before?
I think before.
Because later on, when I moved to Memphis in '78, upstairs was Ronnie Grisanti's restaurant over Sun Studios. So there's been a lot of things over there. What has been the reaction to the fans? How many years have you had the map out now?
Well, the map was first published in 2013, and it's still in public. Our third edition just came out recently, so it's still out. It's still current. Still available in town. It's available at Lansky's in its own studio. It's also available directly from us at MemphisMapForElvisFans.com or on Amazon. So it's still around, still active, still part of life.
And so are you. In fact, you're coming back to Memphis. Julie Lansky was just in here and said hi to Allen over the Zoom, and they said, we'll see you in a couple of days.
Yeah, no, I come back twice a year. Come in January, and then I come during the summer. I've established lots of dear friends in Memphis. It's a great city. You know, I tell everyone I know in New York, come on down. In the same way that when I was all the time in Memphis doing the Memphis map, people would say to me, well, it's great to see a New Yorker doing something like this, but why don't you do something in your own neighborhood? And we took that advice, and we created a map for Greenwich Village, which is, where is Greenwich Village? And it's a great little map. I'll show you the cover of it.
And is it done in a similar style to the Elvis map?
Similar style with the same
look at that
sense of the map, and then a very detailed explanation of all the sites from the map. So if somebody is coming to New York City, wants to spend a glorious day walking outside in the village that's safe and beautiful, grab our map and go to it.
Do you have a guide service there that uses your map? That could be another extension.
It's available in books. It's available in bookstores and locations. It's kind of for anybody who just wants to even dab their toe into the village, or for somebody who really has a good sense of all the things they want to see. It offers both. And the fun thing about the village, just as the fun thing about walking downtown in Memphis, you get to see and feel what life is like.
Yeah.
You know, and going down to the arcade in Memphis.
Still has Elvis's booth.
Yeah, Elvis's booth. And the idea that you can walk all the way out to Lauderdale Courts or to Wesley's and still be part of the Elvis trail in my own mind.
Well, I think you've done a great job, Allen, and your wife. She was part of creating all this, and that you continue.
She was the brains.
Well, most women are the brains of the family. I will attest to that. But hopefully I'll see you. We'll be at Graceland on the 15th. The candlelight vigil service will be at the guest house. So come by and say hi.
I will do that, and I look forward to seeing everybody in Memphis. I'm going to be there Friday, so look out.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it. Allen Grossman in Greenwich Village, New York City.
You got it.
Got it.
All right.
All right. From Memphis,
Earle,
Tennessee.
It was a pleasure to talk to you. What a joy.
All right. Well, thank you, Allen. Good talking to you, and we'll see you soon.
Good talking to you.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Right.
And now we're going to check in with Randy Wright with the Dive Shop, who is joining us here on the set here at Lansky's. And then we're going to phone in to Honduras in Central America. Good afternoon, Randy. It is going great. Get your headset on. You'll need that to be able to hear our friend in Honduras,
see if we can get
Patrick Manning.
Yeah.
We checked in with him earlier, and he was broadcasting. And we're going to go back to, hold on a second, we're going to get back on.
Live from the boat.
That's the plan. And then Patrick. And come on, Patrick. There he is. There's Patrick. Patrick, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, Earle. Can you hear me?
Yes, we see you. It looks like a lovely day on the Cocoa 2. I see the sign behind you.
There he is.
Randy Wright is with me here in Lansky's in Memphis, and this is in Roatan, Honduras.
Yep.
And is Roatan the island?
It is one of the islands just off the coast of Honduras. And so famous for its diving and famous for Patrick Manning.
And Patrick, how long have you been in Honduras, and how did you get there in the first place?
Oh, well, we planned the trip about a year ago. We got here on a flight Saturday, and we're going to be here until next Saturday.
Now, this is a place that the dive shop goes on a regular basis because it's such an incredible dive scene. And the water is incredible. I've been to Honduras, but the only water I had with me was in my canteen. I was there with the military, and it was hot. And there was no nice restaurants or anything else around there. It was a GI issue. But I've heard nothing but great things about the waters off of Honduras where you all are. And this morning, you were diving with sharks or just viewing them from the boat?
Yes, we were diving with Caribbean reef sharks that are literally about a couple inches from our noses. It was a very controlled dive. They did a great job with the operation we went with at the Shark Video Store here in Roatan. And everybody enjoyed it, and even got to find some sharks to eat after it.
So how many people are on board the Cocoa 2 with you right now?
Right now we have 12 on board. You stayed back on shore.
And
So they weren't feeling good to start diving yet.
how many that came with the Dive Shop, Dive Ventures group? How many are in the whole group?
I'm sorry, could you repeat?
How many people with the group from Memphis or Dive Ventures are there?
17, but they're from all over the country, mostly Memphis and Texas, Georgia, and Missouri.
Yeah, Randy's always said that's one of the great things about these dives is you meet people on every one of them. They gather from all over the country, and then they all go to a place many times they've never been before, and so it's an adventure for everybody together.
Exactly. We all come together, we dive together, we eat together. Like the resort has taken really good care of us. They've fed us, they've taken us diving every single day and put us on some great spots. And when it comes to dive ventures, I mean, we're supposed to be a family anyway.
Yeah, and it only grows the closest because every trip you take is another adventure that you share with all the folks from Dive Venture. And can you switch the camera around and kind of show us which way you're headed and give us a look at the water? You probably can't see the screen very well in the bright sun. He said flip the phone. There you go.
There we go.
And these are the folks on board. Hi, how are you? Say hi to Memphis.
You guys are all at Lansky's.
Yeah, you're at Lansky's at the Peabody Hotel, and then we're sending you out to the rest of the world. Never thought you'd be doing this from Honduras, did you?
That's our captain crew. Miss Faye. Bye-bye.
Hey, everybody.
That.
Howdy from Lansky's. Peace to you too, brother.
Peace.
Hey, man, how's it going? Well, so this morning, hey, ladies, how are y'all? That's looking back at Roatan. Is that correct, Patrick?
Say that again?
Yeah, you were just showed briefly back behind the boat. Is that Roatan, the island behind you?
That is.
Yeah.
That is beautiful Roatan.
There it is. Well, we wish we were all there with you because it's just, there you go. That's a great shot right there. And you'll be out for a couple of hours diving with the sharks again?
Say that again?
Said you'll be out diving with the sharks again this afternoon for a couple of hours?
Probably not this afternoon. We're going to do some wreck dives. We
Oh,
might see
cool.
some sharks. And then we're going to do a night dive this evening.
Oh, it sounds fantastic. Tell you what, when you get back, come on with Randy and we'll show some pictures and you can tell us all about the trip.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
All right. Patrick Manning in Roatan, Honduras. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Take care, Patrick. Keep them safe.
What a great little interjection in there.
Yeah,
we
isn't
got
that
to,
nice?
We got to leave town and not have to fly
Absolutely.
anywhere.
Didn't have to fight anything. Yeah, so that's a great trip. We got a bunch of people down there, and they're having a big, big time. Just posted a whole lot on Diventures Memphis Facebook page.
So just go to Diventures.
Yeah, you can see what's going on there. And we've got coming up here in just a week from Saturday, the 16th, which we all know what day that is.
Yes.
So everybody's going to be in town. Y'all come by. We're having Splash Bash, which is our big swim kind of party. If you're a kid or an adult that wants to learn to swim, it's a great day to come out and meet the staff. We're going to have a big bounce house and a water feature out in the parking lot and be cooking some burgers and dogs and showing everybody what we do in the swim world.
And I think that this is a very good example of Patrick and all the other divers on board that vessel, that it's not, if you were going to someplace like that but you didn't dive, you'd be just on that boat driving around and looking at it from topside.
Sure.
And the difference is they're going to be doing a night dive tonight, which has got to be incredible. And then a couple more dives throughout the week, and every dive, it's a different story.
Sure. They're doing 4 a day minimum. So, and you can do more than that. I mean, today they had the 2 in the morning, then they had 2 in the afternoon, then the shark dive thing, and then a night dive. So it's a pretty power-packed day today for them.
But the other thing is that they're all seeing something new for the very first time.
Sure.
And you're seeing it with other people and getting their perspective on it. And but everybody has one thing in common, and that's scuba.
That's scuba diving, yeah. And it's really cool with what's happening with Diventures because you do meet people from all over the country in addition to the people that are traveling with you from Memphis. I mean, I saw several of Bruce, one of the guys on the boat, was with me in St. Croix here about 2 months ago. He's kind of dedicated his life to being underwater. He's like, you know what, I got to spend this because I don't have anybody to get it to. So,
yeah, you guys only come up to eat, I think.
Yeah.
Is the
Well, we do that, and we sleep now and then. But aside from that, we're in the water a lot. But you don't have to be. You can do just 2 dives a day if you want to. We just try to make it as power-packed as we can for the time that we're there. And we just love to have new people come and travel with us. And you can learn how to dive, obviously, at the dive shop. And our swim program is really going strong. If you're an adult or a child and need to learn to swim, do come see us on the 16th. If you're not out doing Elvis things, you can pop by and have a burger or a dog and meet the staff and see what's going on with our swim, snorkel, and scuba stuff out there.
Well, and there's always something going on. You're either getting ready for a trip, people are getting back from a trip, they're coming in to get new pieces of equipment, which is if you like gadgets and you like equipment, you would love scuba because that's what it's all about.
There are lots of things to
Yes.
do underwater other than just breathe.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, lots of opportunity there.
If you like equipment, it's a fascinating hobby. And the great thing about it is if you want to do it and you have a spouse or a friend that wants to come along, they just want to watch. Some people don't want to go underwater, or maybe they got an ear problem or something, but they can still do everything else on the trip. And
yeah, well, I mean, the beaches are beautiful. There's nice, if you like umbrellas, either the little ones or the big ones, you can get under the umbrella and enjoy yourself,
Or start off drinking next to the umbrella and then end up under the umbrella.
Yeah, well, that could happen too.
But you also do swim lessons, snorkel lessons, and everything. And is that going on all summer?
It goes on 365, man.
So all year long.
We're doing it all year long, yeah.
Well, it's. I think that I love the fact we're able to do Zoom and be able to.
Oh, this is fantastic.
I want to do more of that. Take people places, because when you actually see they're there, live, in a place like that, it really brings it home that this is something you can go do.
Yeah, it's 65 years in Memphis, Tennessee. This coming February, we've been taking people on adventures. And we've been all around the world. We have trips planned to every corner of the world over the next couple of years. You can go anywhere, do anything you've seen on any of these programs on TV.
Well, all you got to do is make the first step, and that's on the ground there on Yates Avenue at the dive shop, Poplar and Yates.
Come see us, 999 South Yates, or give us a call at 763-DIVE.
And we're going to start working right now to set up another live feed from someplace, because that was fun. I love that.
Yeah, awesome. We can make it happen.
All right, Randy Wright with the Dive Shop and Dive Ventures. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You bet.
Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. Then you got George Gully coming in talking about, is it still a good time to buy a car? We'll find out. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dawn Grader, President and CEO of Southern Security Federal Credit Union. We're the proud title sponsor of the Earle Farrell for Memphis show, coming to you live from Lansky's in the world-famous Peabody Hotel and celebrating all of the great things about our great city, Memphis, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I'm so proud to be part of the Earle Farrell for Memphis show, streaming live from Lansky's from the Peabody. We will be showcasing not only Napa Cafe, but some great restaurants around town. We look forward to seeing you.
Hi, everyone. It's Diane Kimbrough, Lady Di, your insurance PI. And I'm here to tell you about the new podcast that Earle Farrell from Memphis is doing. And we're doing it downtown live from the Peabody, which is behind me and next to the Rendezvous. And we're going to be talking all things Memphis, but we're also going to be talking about health insurance because that applies to everyone. And I can help you in every area. So I look forward for you listening to us and learning more about what we can do for you in Memphis and how I can help you with your health.
Hello, Memphis Mid-South. And first, I'd like to thank you for visiting with Earle Farrell Memphis today. And we want to support him just like you do. I'm George Gully, one of the sales managers at Keras Chevrolet. We've been in business here in Memphis for over 75 years. I've been associated with the company for almost 25. And I'll help you find the right car, truck, or SUV here at not only our Chevy store, but also Buick, GMC, Nissan, Subaru. We can help you find that right car. Keep watching Earle and come see me. Thanks so much.
Hi, I'm Kathy Thurman Edwards, State Farm, and I'm so excited to be one of the sponsors for the Earle Farrell from Memphis show, broadcasting live from Lansky's at the Peabody. And I'll tell you all about what we've got going on at our office. Gift cards for quotes. No purchase necessary. I'm better looking than a lizard.
Hi, this is Randy Wright from the Dive Shop and Dive Ventures in Memphis. We've been in Memphis over 64 years teaching people to dive, snorkel, and swim. We'd love to have you come join us and have some fun. We're also a part of the Dive Ventures group with 18 locations across the country, stretched from Phoenix to Vienna, Virginia. Please give us a call. We'll be able to take care of you at 999 South Yates in Memphis, or call us at 901-763-DIVE.
Hi, I'm Brett Batterson, President and CEO of the Orpheum Theater Group in downtown Memphis. We are so pleased with our partnership with the Earle Farrell Show and very happy that he is broadcasting live from Lansky's at the historic Peabody Hotel. We're all here to make Memphis better.
Hi, my name is Jameson Totten, and I'm the director of Live at the Garden and the Radiance Amphitheater. And we're so excited for our 25th year of Live at the Garden here at the Memphis Botanic Garden. We've got a great lineup for you this season, so come on out.
Hi, I'm Olivia Wall, Director of Marketing and Communications for Memphis Botanic Garden and Live at the Garden. We've had Earle Farrell right along the way for the past 25 years, and we can't wait to talk more about the season this summer at the Earle Farrell for Memphis show.
So come out to Live at the Garden. Our first show's on June 21st.
Hi, I'm Mitch Wright.
And I'm his son, Mickey.
And we're the owners of Mitch Wright Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And proud sponsors of the Earle Farrell for Memphis show.
We're thankful to be part of the Memphis community. We've been in business for 42 years, taking care of people and loving the people of the Mid-South.
Hey, my name is Jake. I'm with Phoenix Unequaled Home Entertainment. I just wanted to introduce myself and kind of what I do here at Phoenix. I'm a sales engineer. A lot of the times we talk about home theaters, but there's so much more that we offer. We offer a lot of home security solutions, as well as water detection and everything. So if you guys ever need anything, give us a call. We'll get you guys fixed up.
And welcome back to Lansky's. Joining us now is my good friend George Gully with Jim Keras Chevrolet and every other car that's made. You guys have
we got them all now. We were just talking about it.
Yeah. I mentioned before we went to break that is it still a good time to buy? And we were talking yesterday, and you brought up a very good point. The great thing about buying a car right now, because you're going to lock in on a price, everybody hopes they lower the prime soon, but they may not. But the thing is, you get in, and you know that's going to be a fixed price for throughout the life of that thing, unless you refinance it.
We dodged the tariff bullet for at least for the time being. And so we're thinking that price points will increase by late fall. So this is a very good time to consider buying a car right now.
And
or truck or SUV.
And there's still the electric vehicles out there. There's still incentives on those.
Hey, let me tell you, I texted you today. Now, you need to, those of you that are truly interested in an EV, you need to do it in the next 3 weeks. I know that sounds like I'm giving you a come on, but there's $7,500 that will go off the table, which is a government subsidy. It will go off September 1. So you need to jump on it now.
Because it will go away, and who wants to leave $7,000 on the table?
$7,000 is a lot of money. And they may come back down the road. We don't know, but that is for certainty.
In the meantime, though, you've got, I was out there the other day, and some guys, I guess, coming from the cleanup detail at the shop or brought a truck around for somebody you're getting ready to sell it to because it was all slicked up. And I was looking at the headlights. I mean, it was a brand new truck, and they looked fantastic. Well, you got the new vehicles, and you've also got over 400 pre-owned vehicles.
Yeah, you mentioned that. And since the Keras boys, Ben and Jay Keras, the third generation of the family to own it, we've been in business 65-plus years, and they've expanded. We now have Buick and GMC truck, along with our 2 Subarus, Nissan, our Chevrolet. So we've got a great, great lineup of new cars, but that also means we trade for invariably hundreds and hundreds of pre-owned or acquire them. So we're dealing with 600-700 pre-owned vehicles on any given day that I can help people with.
I know my good friend Ron Olson just bought a car from your Nissan dealership the other day.
You mentioned that, and we're glad to help Ron.
The thing I was amazed at is he said they went to the car wash. He couldn't figure out how to get it into neutral.
Well, it takes I have the better half of my team is Rachel Kalame, and
Yes.
as many of my friends and clients know that she's good with buttons.
Rachel is part of your team, and it is a team of people that work with George. And you get there, and I bought my last car from you, and she had 5 cars lined up right outside your door. And she said, I want you to drive each one of these. These are all in your price range. These are all the size you wanted and the other specifications that I asked for. And she said, but I know which one you're going to pick. And I said, I'm not going to tell you yet, but when you come back and you tell me, I'll tell you whether or not I was right. And she was right. I picked the one that she thought
Fancy that, Earle.
Yeah.
She guessed correctly.
Well, we're men. We're dumb. We're not hard to figure out. But she did. She picked out the color that I thought was great and just the car itself.
Yeah, I say this, I'm not interrupting you, but in my career, I've realized that most people today, we're Americans. We like cars. We're going to trade cars.
Always like cars, yeah.
You know, it sometimes doesn't come as regularly as I want. But here's the thing that someone like myself and Rachel can offer to your listeners. We've been in it. We know the ins and outs. We've got access to all the financing options. We know the most people today do need the payment range that they need to budget for, and we'll help you to find that vehicle.
In fact, you were telling me about one of your customers you talked to the other day. She said, I got to come in and get a car, and you know what I want. You said, yep, you got to keep it under 7, and because frankly, that's how we all live.
Well, sure.
We budget for things, and everything's spoken for because there's so many things that have gone up past what we used to budget for.
We definitely are dealing with that, and to which the response now is let's find the best options as far as financing and look for that unicorn value that you want.
Yep.
And that with that 700 vehicles, of which I'm only one of a few people that can access all of our brands and thus find you the right vehicle.
Because your office is at Jim Keras, but you have access to all the different brands of cars, Subaru, the Nissans, everything. And so you just tell George. What I love about what George does is you call him, you tell him what you're looking for, and his team goes to work finding it, whether it's in Memphis or someplace else. It may be a
we
color.
also have St. Louis and also Nashville and outside in other areas. We just brought in a vehicle. We won't name the business, but they needed a specific van. I found it, over in Kansas.
Wow.
And they had it within 2 days, and they're a major printer in this community, and this is the third vehicle we found for them.
And you told me before, tell me if I'm wrong, that they don't have to pay to get it here, that you guys take care of all that?
No, it was built into the price, and we even negotiated that with a shipper. I shipped a vehicle. I just talked to a man who got back from France. We delivered his new Corvette in Indiana before he left to go to the Provence. Whatever. Well, he's a little bit, has a few more dollars in his worth more than I.
I'll be going to Collierville. That'll be my big trip.
And I might make it to Germantown. Might.
The whole thing about cars, though, especially as you mentioned, Americans love cars. But right now, buying a new car, I would think, is an advantage over a used car because I understand there's a lot of people having a hard time getting parts.
Yeah, I mean, since COVID hit and there was just to say it, that we couldn't get the parts, we couldn't get the cars, and then ultimately the technicians were tough to find. So, that's part of my role is to help people navigate through those things, and we're prepared to help.
And you can tell them whether, every individual is different, whether it's a better thing for them to get a pre-owned car or a brand new car. And it depends on where you are and
you're exactly
a number
correct.
of things. So you just have to sit down with George, and he has about a 5-second little interview that he does with you and find out what you're looking for. And then that's what he doesn't try to talk you into anything else. He says, this is what I recommend, and here you are. Pick one out. And you talked to our good friend Larry Ennis.
Oh, I did. I need to tell the listeners that know me with Larry on the TV on Channel 3. He's doing well. He sent us, you and I were on the same thread, 3 years since he's retired.
Yeah.
Living in Fort Worth. Health is doing okay. His wife, Elaine, that we both know and love, and she's doing well. So he sends his best wishes to you.
Well, we miss him. I will say I do like your new guy. He was on there doing the Hulk the other day.
Johnny.
He's having a good time with it.
He is having a good time.
And that's people want to have a good time by watching somebody. I like him because he's totally uninhibited.
Absolutely he is.
You cannot embarrass this guy.
No.
Well, tell him hi for us that we're watching, and he's doing a great job. And you want to give me your phone number? In case
sure, and folks, you can call, text, or email me. I'll give you my cell, though. That's easiest, 901-491-8343, or call us over at Jim Keras Chevrolet and ask for George.
George Gully, and go by and meet the team, meet Rachel. You'll be impressed. You'll find out why George is so successful.
And thank you for having me, Earle.
Always, George. That is our show for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.